Hello family, welcome to Home Tips with Mira. Home Tips with Mira is all about learning home tips, DIYs, do-it-yourself and quick home remedies. My name is Mirabel, your host for the show. When you read the word of God in Psalms 92 verse 12, it says that the righteous shall flourish like the palm tree, and he shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Thinking about this verse makes me know that there are many benefits associated with the palm tree. If not, the creator of the entire universe will not have likened a righteous man to the palm tree. Today on the show, we are also going to look at one of the many benefits of the palm tree, and I am talking about the palm kernel nut. Welcome back. So like I said, this is our nut and we are going to crack it and then, get the oil. There are two ways of getting the oil from the nut. You can, do it in such a way that you get a dark brown oil or you get a light yellow wish oil, whichever way you prefer. But before we do that, I just want to tell you something about the nut. When I was a kid growing up, I used to stay in the village with my grandmother. And anytime we went to the riverside to fetch water, what we'll do is that because you don't want to go and fetch the water and come home and to come and waste the water, you would want to have your bath by the riverside before you get home. So anytime we are going, we just crack some of the nuts, keep it in our pockets before we go to the riverside. And anytime we finish bathing, we just chew some and then we use it to smear on our skin as a pomade, and it was very wonderful. One thing that we also used the nuts for was that you can use it as marbles. In case you have lost all your marbles for your worry, you can also use it as marbles to play your worry game. Another thing too is that when I was a kid, and now I still do it, is that I crack some of the nuts and I chew with this herb. Yes, this is called peel-bearing spage. This herb is known as peel-bearing spage. It's very common, it's by the roadside and all that. And in Chi, which is the Akan language, it is called kakawiaje. I'm sure most of you have heard of it. It's called kakawiaje. Yes, you chew it with the nuts. It is not toxic. Although it's by the roadside and you can get it anywhere, some people use weedicides and herbicides. So you just have to be careful where you pick it because you don't want to ingest anything poisonous into your body. For this herb, it is very safe. So now we are going to crack our nuts to extract our oil. So I have finished cracking all the nuts and this is what I had. And the process that I want to use in order to extract more of the oil, I'm just going to put my pan on fire so that I heat up the nuts a bit. When the pan is very hot, you see that smoke will start coming out of the oil. So this is the quickest way to extract palm kernel oil. You saw the process that we went through in order to acquire the dark brown oil. Now we are going to go through the process that will give us the light yellow oil. So I'm just going to mill this in my blender. My blender can blend as well as mill. Please don't use your blender to just blend because the nuts are very hard. If you put it in your blender, it will spoil it. This one, it is milling and I will not add water to it. We have finished milling the nuts and this is the result of it. So right after, you put water on fire, and if the water is about boiling, then you put your milled nuts into the water and you let it boil for a while. Keep on stirring it so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. The mixture has been on the fire for like 10 minutes. Now I'm going to bring it down. Wow. See how beautiful the oil has come to the surface. So I'm going to scoop the oil into my pan. Then I'll put it on fire again to boil so that all the water in the oil can evaporate. Then I'll get my final oil. Okay, so now palm kernel oil is ready. All the water has evaporated from the oil, so it's left with only the oil, and this is how it is. My oil is ready, and Petty smells so good. I'm in love with my oil. So I'm going to sieve it. I have my funnel here. You see there are particles in the oil, so I put cotton in the funnel to prevent the particles from entering the oil. So I'm just going to sieve my oil. Hey, look at my oil. This is a light yellow oil and this is a dark brown oil. All these are palm kernel oil. Like I showed you the process, you would have to use the one that works best for you. So I know one may ask, why should I go through the process of extracting my own palm kernel oil? Well, the benefits are numerous. Palm kernel oil, when used in your hair, promotes hair growth. And you can also use it on your skin to give you a healthy skin. Palm kernel oil can also be used by lactating mothers. It helps you to have rich breast milk for your baby. And an auntie of mine, what she usually does is that she puts half a teaspoon of palm kernel oil in a baby's food, a baby she's trying to wean. And why would she do that? Well, it is to prevent constipation. Palm kernel oil also fights yeast infection. So if you're a lady who is constantly suffering from yeast infection, what we commonly refer to in the Akan language as ode poor or white, you can usually be taking in palm kernel oil. And way back in the village too, not only in the village, people use it to cure sores. One of the sores that is usually heals is circumcision sores. So when they circumcise a fresh new baby, you just have to put the palm kernel oil on the sore, and within a matter of days, your baby will be fresh and clean. Palm kernel oil can be used in soaps. It can be used in a variety of ways. Generations before us used palm kernel oil. Please don't be deceived. It is one of the healthiest oils that you and I can ever think of. So please, in your daily diet, make sure that from time to time you use palm kernel oil. This one is DIY, something that you can do yourself at home. Please remember to watch me on this same channel, and don't also forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you and bye-bye.